Howdy folks, it's Diecastbuffet here again, and it's time for another NASCAR diecast review. Today's car, well, is definitely one of the final 2018 cars I review, and it could very well be the last one, I don't know. I'm still going, as of this recording, still going through the withdrawals of the 2019 diecast, but here I have another car from Wave 10, and if you watched the AJ Allmendinger video, you would know that this car was the last one I've been holding on to from 2018 that I have not reviewed. It is Matt Kenseth's WYNDHAM Rewards Ford Fusion, and I can almost guarantee you this will be the final Matt Kenseth diecast I own and review. Yeah, like Matt Kenseth came back this, past season and unofficially retired, pretty much. It was a shame that he came back and he wasn't competitive. But I honestly, I believe it was the equipment. I think it was the equipment. I really do. I truly believe that Matt Kenseth, if you were to put him back in Joe Gibbs Racing style equipment, Hendrick, Penske, Stewart, any good team out there right now, I think he would have done. I think he would have been a 10th to 15th place driver. I don't think he would have been 25th like Johnson's been. But nonetheless, this car is, if you're a Matt Kenseth fan, this is very bittersweet. You think he's done. He's driving the 20 car. He's done. He's hanging up his equipment, and then he gets back in the car. And then, of course, he's going back to where it all started, back at Roush. And he goes out there, he has a little fun, but we all kind of knew he wasn't going to do that good. At least I didn't expect him to, but I expect him to do better than he did, but it is what it is. So this car is from Wave 10. And as you can see, we've reviewed almost all of these, and we just did that review, but now we're going to be doing this review, Matt Kenseth WYNDHAM Rewards Ford Fusion. And from first glance, this is a pretty cool die cast. You get the magnet right here, which I do like. I like these little rectangle magnets. Pretty cool. The design on this thing, I mean, like I said, from first glance, is pretty darn cool. It's like clouds or something, or like a pillow. I don't really know, but it's a pretty interesting design. On the hood says, "You've earned this." Well, I think Matt Kenseth did earn another shot. And let's get this thing open, folks. And here she is, folks. A brand new Ford. And the first glance, this car, it's got a very smooth, brand new feel to it. Gotta love that feel. I still wonder what the heck is on the side of this car. And I don't know. Truly, I really don't know. Is that clouds? Is that pillows? I think it's clouds. That's what I'm gonna say. It looks like a skyline right here, but I mean, I really don't know. I really don't know. But so this car is it's Matt Kenseth. Like I said, it's an iconic Roush driver, and arguably the most iconic Roush number, the number 6. Such a cool thing to see Matt Kenseth come back. We do got a little bit of a hiccup right here. But it's so cool to see Matt Kenseth come back, And if you're a Kenseth fan, you like Kenseth. I like Kenseth. I just didn't like him at Joe Gibbs Racing because I just don't care for Joe Gibbs Racing. But that's a defect right there. But to see him back at Roush, it was pretty neat, And I just wish he would have done better, man. I wish he could have done better. The paint scheme overall, it's you got this really nice. Almost like a sky blue. Then it has some transition fading here with the white. A very nice little accent color, WYNDHAM Rewards. Very simple. One thing I will say though, I don't like how there's a big gap of space here. I don't like that. Like, I understand, the sponsor needs to be stacked for the hood. That's how it's supposed to be. But here, I think it was a missed opportunity. They have all this real estate on this car, but they only choose to use this. I don't know. What I would have done if I was designing this paint scheme, I would have got rid of the bar there, and I would have put WYNDHAM Rewards like that. Instead, they decided to leave this entire piece right here blank and just put it there. I understand that's their actual brand logo, but for the sake of advertising, it just makes sense. You know, when people are taking a photo of the car, it's going to be on the racetrack like this, you know. They're not going to look at the hood and be able to see that. They're going to look at the side. So if they have this little bitty image, it means the people have to look just that much more to actually see the sponsor, you know. And that's the whole point of these teams getting these multi-million-dollar sponsorships, is because they're an advertising commercial that goes 200 miles per hour. They represent a company, and the company, you know, rewards them handsomely. I think that's a missed opportunity with sponsorship. I mean, I know if I was a sponsor, I want to use up as much real estate on this race car as I can. I think that's a missed opportunity there. The paint scheme, you know, you have your transition kind of cloud line, a little stripe here. I don't really know what that is. It kind of looks like almost like a jet kind of line, you know, like in the sky you'll see like a jet go by, and it'll leave like a trail of smoke. Then you have this, like, I'm assuming it's clouds. I'm assuming. If not, then I really don't know. Like, I mean, it could be like a cloth. It could be a lot of different things. You really don't know. I mean, overall, it's such a simple paint scheme, you know. I like transition on race cars. I love, like, transition fading and stuff. It looks good, you know. If it's done right, it looks really good on a race car. I've seen some transition paint schemes look really bad, though. It's your little bitty Roush Fenway logo here. I think it's so small that it's not even printed clear, I think. That in my camera is obviously not the best source of... I can say it a little bit, but that's pretty much the best I can get. But, like, I've seen Dale Jr.'s Exalta red and yellow paint scheme, and my god, that was one of the worst two-tone cars I've ever seen. But this one, they did it right. They did it right. It's a very cool-looking paint scheme. Very similar to Ryan Newman's 2019 paint scheme, which Newman will be in the 6 car. So that's really cool to see Roush continuing the 6 car. You know, that's their number. Like, in my opinion, Hendrick, you know, their number for a long time was the 5 car, and that's what they started out with. But the 24 quickly became the number, and I think you could put the 48 up there. I mean, like, if you really think about it, the 5, the 24, and the 48 are iconic, you know. I'd say the 24 is the most iconic because of, you know, Jeff Gordon's, you know, rainbow paint scheme. Even though Jimmy Johnson has had a much better career, doesn't mean that the 48 is more iconic, in my opinion. But nonetheless, though, this is a pretty cool looking die cast. A little hiccup there in the front of the car. I don't know what the heck, the Roush Fenway decal, see that? It looks like the background of it. You can get a good angle there. So you kind of see, I don't know, it feels like it's off center. Is it supposed to be like that? Because like over here, you don't see that. I feel like it's just off center. Like, I feel like I see the green outline, that white box underneath it, right above my right thumbnail. I feel like that's kind of like a box underneath it. And it's kind of like overlapping. Like the green, in other words, is like let's say this is the white background. The green is like this. It's not flat on it like it's supposed to be. It feels like it's kind of shifted up, and I think that's might be what's going on there. Because I don't remember the Roush Fenway logo being like that. But I do have the number 6 here. It's a little bit bigger than usual underneath the headlight. I remember back in the old Winston Cup days, they actually, well, not even the Winston Cup days. It was even in the Nextel Cup days. They used to have the numbers on the taillights and the headlights. Yeah, the taillights and the headlights. I wish those would come back. I thought it was pretty cool seeing the number, but at least they have some sort of that tradition continue on these race cars. But this car does come with the magnet that I like. You know, I prefer hoods, but I will settle for a good quality magnet like this. This will go up on my wall. Matt Kenseth, WYNDHAM Rewards, you've earned this. And the little kind of cloud, puffy, blue popcorn look. You know, just a simple magnet, but pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. Like I said, this is probably the last ever Matt Kenseth diecast I'll own. I can't say it's the last one made because the Wave 12 horrid hunk of junk patriotic number 6 they made, that one will probably be the last ever Matt Kenseth one, unless they take another paint scheme from last year and run it into 2019 authentics. But who knows, they might. But for the most part, this will be the last Matt Kenseth diecast I'll own, and the last good one they made. Overall, this car, it's a simple paint scheme, but I don't like how the sponsor's so little here. I really don't like that. I mean, I understand, you know, that's their brand identity, like it being like that, like WYNDHAM Rewards above the Rewards logo, but I still feel like they could have put the WYNDHAM like right here and put Rewards here and got rid of that little curved stripe just for the sake of sponsorship. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but if I've designed race cars on Forza, I've designed cars for customs. Those are the type of things I do when I make a custom, is I try to make sure I represent the brand as best as I can, because most paint schemes are designed with the brand identity first. This, I don't know why. Like, you're making it harder to see your car. Like, look at that. Like, that's what it looks like to me. It looks so bland. It's almost like the Martin Truex Jr. car from Wave 11, the patriotic one. It doesn't even have anything here. It's just bland. Was it from a Wave 11? No, it was Wave 12. My bad. Wave 12. Wave 11 had the Fontana win. Yeah, the Fontana race win. They didn't have anything here. It just looked bland, but nonetheless, though, I do like this diecast. It's a pretty cool looking one. You know, I like seeing these 3D effects on these cars. You know, just 30 years ago, there was no way they could put this stuff on the cars. The imaging technology have nowadays, they can put crystal clear 4K images on these race cars, and it's something. It is truly a work of art, and it's pretty cool. You know, paint schemes have came a very long way, and they're continuing to get more detailed. Most paint schemes nowadays still can't hold a flame to the early 2000s, but for the most part, you still see a cool paint scheme now and then. I think a little bit of a change right here would have been better. Moving that like that, and this paint scheme would look really nice. Seeing WYNDHAM Rewards, I think that would have been really cool. But anywho, that's going to conclude today's video. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new around here, please smash that subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you have a great one, and Diecastbuffet signing off.